Some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Seminoles will put total leather to crank us up. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So the Clemson Tigers offense will take the field first. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Guys, let's chat a little bit about Clemson. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
A strike downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. They'll try to get it in with the run. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. Clemson jumps to the line. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson!
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like it, scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Florida State's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end.
There he goes. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Tight end finds a soft spot. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. The field goal is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And they can't make the connection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got him downfield. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver fighting back across the DB there to get to the inside, locate the ball, and catch the snap.
Wide receiver going in motion. The play action fake. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Tiger. A great catch and run for 6.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. The give on the option. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
It's just not easy to bring this guy down, is it? He is so dangerous once he gets the ball in his hands, and it makes me think back to old great Seminole running backs like Warwick Dunn, Travis Minor, a guy that I used to play against. How about Dalvin Cook even? Just guys that could make the first guy miss, and then they were able to just explode and burst and take it the distance. This guy right here, he is a unique talent.
Quarterback making checks. Looking to fire. Got it behind the line. It's Jackson. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. And the Knowles are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Just keep slinging it. Grabbed over the middle. It's McCoy. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Trying to run, it's Jackson. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Trying play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. The quick out. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on third down. They just want to make the home run, highlight-type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here to help your offense out.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1.
And this is an area of the field, man, who can be more physical. And you know I'm going to run the football a lot of times in these goal-to-go situations. First and goal, can I be physical? Can I get closer? The defense won that physical battle. Interested to see now if the offense thinks they can still run, or do they go to the passing game? Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it right, but if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football. I know it's early, but you're down by a lot of points. You've got to go for it here on fourth down, David. I'm finding my best player offensively and giving him a shot.
And what you said is all the difference in the world. I'm already down a lot early. I got to make some things happen. This is a situation to get a touchdown. I'm going for it.
Now adjusting. Looking to the end zone. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs. The Tigers buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Gonna run it. It's Riley. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Clemson will send the punt team out. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He gets it away from his own end zone. Makes the catch right at the 50. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last drive. They did a lot of things really well. They've just got to do a better job finishing.
Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Making side adjustments here. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. On the move, he fires. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Got some room to run.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Wide open downfield. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Out of the gun to give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Power football with the run. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19. Now facing a 3rd and long. Pocket breaking down. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. He splits the upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Trailing now by turning it on. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Bringing the heat. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. The Noles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Might be changing the route. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the right. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack 1st down, just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He'll pull it down and run. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The Seminoles will line up to punt it away. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. They've got it at the... Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Hard running there. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll keep it himself. Powers through the defender. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Fires complete on the crossing. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Got his man in the middle. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the first without scoring. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. This is a tough one. A 3rd and long from this part of the field. They can, though, pick up the first down. From the gun. Wants to pass. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. Dead center perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done. Breaks into the open. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. And the Seminoles will hustle to the line. Fires to the big fella. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Wrestled down at the 43 after getting 5. And the Seminoles getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking for space. It's Jackson.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. He goes down after the short return, the one-foot ball back. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Off the play fake on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, he's got some space. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. Let's see what Clemson comes up with on 1st and goal. The corners are walked up tight. They'll run play action. Touchdown, Clemson! And the stomping has commenced. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
To the air on 1st down. It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Caught behind the line. It's Jackson. At the 35, he's open. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 3. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throwing on the run. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give to the back. They got him at the 42, but he got 5 yards on the play. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Brown. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They're going to run it. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. The Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught, close to the marker, it's Riley. Lowers those pads. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Hauls it in. There he goes. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Working that left side now. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Singleton. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Backed up now. Here's second and long. He might want another play. Back to pass. This time it's complete. A 6-yard pickup that leaves him with 3rd and 4. The Seminoles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to scramble. Trying to make magic with his feet. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. We've reached a break. Clemson has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's White. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. The throw. That's caught. It's White. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Noles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The Noles back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Working the middle.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
The Seminoles moving quickly to the line. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. This offense hasn't been able to find the end zone with the GPS and a slide. Touchdown, Florida State! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Takes the easy throw in the flat. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Shoots it to the left. It's caught. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Tigers are on the move. Right on the money. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to keep it in the air. Using the quick game. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Looking to throw for it. Got his man out of the backfield. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Now we'll hang on here. The coach is calling timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. Slams it ahead. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. It's good. Easy call for the refs. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wants a big play here late. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Takes it the other way. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. The give as they work on that clock. Still running at the 35. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. The Tigers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. gives it on the option. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even bringing it out of the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quickly out to the tight end. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. And the Seminoles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Here's a throw downfield late. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. And after this play, the cake will be baked. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Blasted as he lets it go. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. After the interception, 0 is showing on the clock, and that is how we'll end it. Coming into this one, we wondered